Hi, my name's Mary. I'm going to be your naturalist for the next couple of minutes. Today, we're going to be time traveling to the time of the native peoples. We're going to be exploring how the native people used plants for survival. But first, I want you to use your imagination. If it helps you to close your eyes, feel free to close your eyes. Imagine a world without grocery stores, no pharmacies, no cars, no phones, no computers. How would you survive? Let's find out. As a native person, your primary source of food would have been acorns. The advantage of the acorn is that it can be stored for long periods of time. Because just think, back then, no refrigerators. So the native people would store acorns, and then in the winter, when there was very little fresh food available, they would bring out the acorn flour and use it. Manzanita is a Spanish word which means little apple. The natives would have eaten these fruits fresh, as is, or they would have ground them up into a flour and toyon berries were another common food. Buckwheat provided a source of seeds that could be added to cereals and cakes. And if you were really lucky, you had a black walnut tree. Elderberries were used to make pies, but the elderberry wood was more valuable to the natives. They used the elderberry wood to make bows, which were then used for hunting small game. Now that you've spent most of your day getting food, it's time to take care of your hair. And that involved a lot of different plants. In today's world, when you need your bangs trimmed, usually you go to a professional. As a native person, you would have first cut your bangs with a sharp tool. Then you would have evened them up by burning them with an oak stick that was red hot. Then acorn meal to make your hair healthy. No shampoo? No problem. You've got ceanothus flowers. If your hair was getting a little bit tangly, you would have used this soap plant to make a hairbrush. Now, what would have happened if you had cut your hand while you were trimming your bangs with that sharp tool? Uh-oh, no Band-Aids. Lace lichen to the rescue. Lace lichen would have also been used to make your nice soft mattress and your diapers when you were a baby. Now that you've stopped the bleeding with your lace lichen Band-Aid, you have to keep that cut on your hand from getting infected. Since antibiotics had not been invented yet, you might have relied on California sagebrush as a disinfectant. It was also helpful for asthma, coughs, and colds. White sage was also used as a disinfectant. And if that cut or that wound wouldn't heal, poison oak was said to be the best treatment for wounds and cuts. Native people worked hard, but there were also times of celebration, which meant music, dance, body painting, and games. Remember those yummy walnuts and abalones you ate? You would have used the walnut and abalone shells to make game pieces, similar to our dice game. The native people had a very close relationship with plants and the land. I doubt that many of us would want to go back to a time before computers or cell phones, but there's a lot that we can learn from the native people, because after all, they were our first conservators of the land, our first caretakers. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.